Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s or 80s radiate energy, sharpness, and joy, while others seem to fade into fatigue and frustration? What if the secret to thriving in your golden years isn't luck or genetics, but a handful of simple choices you can start making today? Picture this: reaching 80 and still chasing your grandkids around the yard, sliding into your favorite jeans with a grin, or feeling a spark of vitality that defies the calendar. That's not a fantasy, it's a possibility, and it's closer than you think. In this video, we're unveiling 5 golden habits that can transform aging into the best chapter of your life, backed by Harvard research showing they can add over a decade to your years while slashing your risk of heart disease and diabetes. You'll discover practical steps to kickstart today, surprising secrets that'll leave even your doctor wide-eyed, and a game-changing 5th habit so powerful it could rewrite how you see your future. Why watch until the end? Because these aren't just tips, they're lifelines to a stronger, happier you, proven to shield your body, sharpen your mind, and reignite your spirit. Plus, stick around, and I'll share real stories, like how 82-year-old Mary from Colorado turned her life around with one small move, and a twist you won't see coming that might just be your key to unlocking a life pulsing with possibility. Let's dive in. Your vibrant years are waiting. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Take regular walks. Taking regular walks, such a simple idea, yet it carries an astonishing weight. If you already walk daily, I want to pause and celebrate you. Seriously, take a moment to appreciate the dedication you've shown to your body and your well-being. You are doing something extraordinary, something that so many overlook, and it's not just benefiting your body but nourishing your soul and mind. It's a gift to yourself, one that you might not always acknowledge, but it's there in every step you take. Let's talk about what happens with each stride you make. Each step is more than just physical motion. It's a quiet affirmation of your existence. It's a declaration that you're alive, that you can feel the earth beneath your feet, and that your body still carries you forward. There's something deeply moving about that simple act of walking. The world may seem like it's rushing past you, but when you walk, you slow down. You become present. Your lungs fill with life, your heart beats with purpose, and you are reminded that you are living. Your body is a vessel of vitality, still capable of so much, and each walk is a soft tribute to that. But let's face it, if walking hasn't yet become a part of your routine, don't be discouraged. There's no shame in it, just an opportunity to start something new, a new chapter of vitality and self-care. If you've been putting it off, today can be your starting point. You don't have to set grand goals. You don't need to worry about long distances or fancy gear. Start with just a few minutes, just a handful of steps outside your door. Walking doesn't care about your age, your fitness level, or your background. It's an open invitation, one that asks only that you take that first step. And trust me, once you do, the rest will follow. There is something so humbling about the simplicity of walking. It doesn't demand anything extravagant. No equipment, no gym memberships, not even a personal trainer. All it asks for is your willingness to step outside and feel the fresh air fill your lungs. Let the rhythm of your footsteps guide you. Let your body move naturally. This is where the magic happens. Science has proven that walking does wonders for the body. It improves circulation, boosts the immune system, and even helps control weight. But the impact goes far beyond the physical. It's a balm for the spirit. With each step, you are committing to your health. The evidence is undeniable. Harvard Medical School reports that regular walking can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That number isn't just a statistic. It's the promise of a longer, healthier life. Each time you walk, You are actively defending yourself against chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and hypertension. That's not just a victory for today. It's an investment in your future. And isn't that what we all want? More time, more life, more days to enjoy. The truth is, walking is more than just a tool for your body. It's a powerful act of self-love. When you walk, your body releases endorphins, those beautiful feel-good hormones that chase away the stress and negativity that can weigh us down. There's something magical that happens when you walk, something healing, something that clears the fog of worry from your mind. Have you ever noticed how your heart feels lighter after a walk? It's like you've shed some of your burdens, if only for a moment. Think about the days when life feels overwhelming. The noise, the stress, the pressure, it can all become too much. But then you step outside, and with every step, it's as though your burdens begin to lift. The world slows down, and in those moments, you can just be. The worries start to fade, replaced by the simple joy of movement, the gentle touch of the wind, the warmth of the sun, or the coolness of the rain. It's in these small moments that life truly feels alive, and walking gives you the chance to experience them fully. And here's another beautiful thing. You don't have to walk alone. Invite someone you love, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even a neighbor. Walking together isn't just good for your body, it strengthens relationships. It's a chance to connect, to share stories, to laugh, or just to be in each other's presence. How often do we rush through life, ignoring the opportunity to deepen our connections with others? Walking allows us to slow down and appreciate those around us, creating bonds that go beyond words. Don't worry about a specific destination. Just let the journey be enough. A loop around the neighborhood, a stroll through a nearby park, or a quiet walk down a familiar trail that you've never really explored. There's beauty in the simple things. The way sunlight filters through the trees, the sound of birdsong, the rustle of leaves underfoot. When you walk, you open your eyes to the beauty that surrounds you, to the intricate details of the world that you might otherwise miss. Leave your phone behind if you can. Don't let distractions steal you from the present moment. This is your time, your opportunity to connect deeply with yourself and the world around you. Why start today? Because life is a series of steps, a long journey that unfolds one stride at a time. Walking is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to honor that journey. You don't need to train for a marathon. You don't need fancy equipment or a grand plan. Just take that first step. It's an act of self-care that offers immediate rewards, a stronger body, a calmer mind, and a more joyful spirit. Every step is a choice to live, a choice to embrace health, a choice to be present in the moment. So, right now, get up, take a breath, and step outside. Feel the air fill your lungs, feel the ground beneath your feet, and let yourself experience the profound peace that comes from moving through the world, one step at a time. You deserve a life full of energy, joy, and vitality, and it all starts with that first step. Number 2. Pay attention to your diet. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As we grow older, the importance of paying attention to our diet becomes more and more evident, like a call we can't ignore. It's something that becomes not just a suggestion, but a necessity. As the years pass, maintaining a healthy diet can feel like climbing a steep mountain, one that sometimes feels as daunting as searching for your glasses or finding your car keys in places they simply don't belong. But no matter how much we might want to avoid it, the reality remains. Food is the fuel that powers our entire existence. It's the essential energy that enables us to carry out even the smallest tasks, and it can either enhance or diminish the quality of our lives. When we're young, we might not think twice about what we put into our bodies, but as we age, the effects of our dietary choices become painfully clear. Eating the right foods is the difference between gliding through life like a finely tuned sports car, or creaking along like an old, rusted pickup truck that groans with every movement. The foods we choose are not just about extending our years, They're about ensuring those years are filled with energy, clarity, and joy. Imagine this, reaching 80 and slipping into your favorite pair of jeans without a second thought. Not because you're struggling to breathe, but because you feel as comfortable and confident as you did when you were younger. Picture yourself sprinting across a park, keeping up with your grandkids as they race around without feeling winded, without watching them from the sidelines. This is the promise that healthy eating offers, not just longevity, but a life fully lived. Now, what does eating healthy mean? Let's clear up some misconceptions. Eating well isn't about locking yourself into a never-ending cycle of bland, tasteless salads, or following a diet so strict it makes even the strictest diets in Hollywood seem relaxed. That's not the goal, and quite frankly, it's unsustainable. Healthy eating is a practice, one that nurtures both your body and your soul. It's about embracing real, whole foods, those that don't come with a laundry list of unpronounceable ingredients or a barcode that whispers, "I'm factory-made." Think of your plate as a blank canvas, and the colors it should be painted with are vibrant, fresh, whole foods that nourish you deeply. Imagine biting into a ripe, juicy apple, or savoring the sweetness of berries freshly picked from the garden. Picture vibrant vegetables, their crunch satisfying as you enjoy a bite of spinach or crisp carrots. Whole grains, like quinoa or brown rice, are the energy that keeps you grounded throughout the day, and lean proteins such as chicken, fish, or lentils help repair and rejuvenate your muscles. And let's not forget the healthy fats, avocados, olive oil, and nuts, that keep your heart pumping strong and your body functioning as it should. These are your allies, your silent warriors, in the battle for aging gracefully. They protect your heart, they fortify your bones, they sharpen your mind, and most importantly, they keep you from becoming like a dry, overcooked biscuit, crumbly and worn out. If you think about it, isn't it time we started viewing food this way? Not as something we simply eat to fill our stomachs, but as the ultimate tool to support the vibrant, active life we want to continue living. On the flip side, we have those tempting processed foods. Oh, those shiny, seductive packages that lure us in, promising convenience and satisfaction. But they're nothing more than deceptive enemies. Packed with sugar that becomes addictive, salt that makes you swell, and unhealthy fats that clog your arteries. These are the foods that betray you when you need them the least. They might promise a quick, pleasurable escape, but their long-term effects, diabetes, high blood pressure, chronic inflammation, are nothing short of catastrophic. They're the kind of house guests you don't want. If you're serious about aging with grace and avoiding health issues, it's time to show these saboteurs the door. Your brain, that incredible engine that holds onto memories, that makes decisions, and that gets you through every day, is particularly vulnerable to poor food choices. A bad diet can erode your brain's strength just as easily as it erodes your body. And no one wants to lose their memories, especially those that hold the deepest meaning, like the names of your grandkids or your favorite childhood memories. Fortunately, there is hope. A nutrient-rich diet can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's by up to 35%. That's not just a statistic, it's a lifeline. Imagine holding on to your clarity, your sharpness, your ability to connect with the world around you, and most importantly, with your family. Stock your pantry with brain-boosting foods, leafy greens like kale and Swiss chard, full of vitamins that keep your mind firing on all cylinders, antioxidant-rich berries, like blueberries and strawberries, that fight the decay, nuts like walnuts and almonds, packed with healthy fats to support mental clarity, and fatty fish, like salmon, that's rich in omega-3s, the essential building blocks for a sharp mind. But let's not forget your gut. It has just as much to say in your overall health. When your digestive system is sluggish, everything else suffers. So, feed it the fiber it craves. Fiber acts like the gentle broom that sweeps through your system, ensuring everything stays smooth and flowing. Without it, well, you're looking at digestive discomfort, those extended bathroom visits that turn into long, drawn-out philosophical musings about the meaning of life. Don't let that be your fate. Load your plate with fiber-rich foods. Broccoli, carrots, oats, beans, and fruits that still have their skin and pith intact, like apples and oranges. A healthy gut is a silent conductor of your mood and energy, helping you stay balanced and content throughout the day. And finally, let's talk about hydration. This one is often overlooked, but it's just as essential. As we get older, our thirst cues start to fade, but the need for water doesn't. Dehydration is a silent thief that robs you of your vitality, leaving you drained and exhausted. Water is the ultimate anti-aging elixir. Just a few sips can make all the difference. Stay hydrated and feel your energy soar, your complexion glow, and your organs function at their best. Steer clear of sugary sodas and processed juices. Instead, indulge in refreshing herbal teas, chamomile, peppermint, or hibiscus, which not only hydrate but also provide a wealth of antioxidants. Incorporating healthy eating into your life doesn't have to feel like a punishment. You don't have to radically overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with small, manageable changes and see how they start to make a difference. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast, switch out your white bread for whole grain, or choose a handful of almonds instead of a sugary snack. These tiny changes will begin to accumulate, and before you know it, they'll become natural, second-nature habits that make you feel like you're truly thriving, not just surviving. You deserve to feel strong, healthy, and radiant as you age. You're not just eating to get through the day, you're eating to live fully, to be vibrant, to enjoy every moment. And let's face it, you're worth it. So, start today. Open that fridge and make one small, smart choice. Maybe it's swapping that soda for water, or that candy bar for a piece of fruit. That simple act is the first step toward a better, healthier, more fulfilling life. Your golden years are waiting, and you have every right to make them shine brightly. Number 3. Continue being mentally active. Have you ever thought about how important it is to keep your mind sharp? We spend so much time focusing on our physical health, but the truth is, nurturing your mental sharpness is just as essential. Just like your muscles need consistent exercise to stay strong and agile, your brain craves regular stimulation to stay quick, alert, and ready to embrace every opportunity that comes your way. As we age, the world may slow down, but our minds don't have to. Maintaining an active mind is not just a luxury. It's a vital necessity for preserving your independence, joy, and the essence of who you are. Think about it. You've spent a lifetime building memories, chasing dreams, and living through the ups and downs of life. The last thing you want is to let your mind become dull and stagnant. Engaging your brain in activities that challenge your intellect, whether it's diving into a gripping novel, solving complex puzzles, or taking on new hobbies, is more than just a way to pass the time. It's a way to ensure that your future is filled with purpose, resilience, and joy. Let me tell you a story about someone I admire. His name is Rick, and he's a 76-year-old retiree from a small town in Oregon. Rick had always been a passionate schoolteacher, surrounded by books, ideas, and the vibrant energy of his students. He thrived on that intellectual stimulation. But when retirement came, so did an unexpected sense of emptiness. His once busy days became a monotonous blur. Rick found himself growing more forgetful, struggling to remember where he parked his car, and having trouble recalling the names of friends he'd known for years. Little by little, he felt the sharpness he'd always had begun to slip away. And with it, a piece of the vibrant man he once was. Then, one crisp autumn afternoon, something happened that changed his life. Rick was sitting at his favorite local cafe when he looked across the room and saw a group of seniors huddled around a chessboard. But it wasn't just chess that caught his eye. It was the way they were laughing, debating, and exchanging ideas with a sparkle in their eyes. They weren't just playing a game. They were alive, mentally sharp, and brimming with enthusiasm. And in that moment, Rick had a powerful realization. What he'd been missing wasn't youth or physical strength, but the mental spark that had once fueled his days. It was that realization that sparked a profound change in him. Rick made a decision that day. A decision that, in hindsight, I believe took incredible courage. At nearly 80 years old, he decided to learn to play the piano. Now, I know what you might be thinking. He was intimidated. His fingers weren't as nimble as they used to be, and the idea of reading sheet music felt like trying to decipher a foreign language. But Rick didn't let fear or self-doubt hold him back. Instead of focusing on the obstacles, he chose to see it as an exciting challenge, an adventure waiting to unfold. He started small, just 20 minutes a day, fumbling through basic scales and simple tunes. It wasn't easy, and at times, it was frustrating. But he kept at it. And do you know what happened? Something extraordinary. Rick's mind started to feel clearer. He could remember things more easily. Phone numbers, grocery lists, even the lyrics to songs he hadn't heard in years. But more than that, he began to feel alive again. The piano didn't just sharpen his mind, it reignited a passion in his heart. Before long, he joined a local music club, where he shared his newfound love for music with his friends and neighbors. What started as a personal challenge turned into a gateway to a richer, more fulfilling life. Now, I want to ask you, how can you keep your brain buzzing with energy every single day? The beauty of it is that you don't have to master an instrument or overhaul your entire life to see the benefits. Small, intentional steps can work wonders. One of the simplest ways to keep your mind active is through reading. I can't tell you how powerful this is. When you pick up a book, you're not just reading words. You're engaging your imagination, flexing your reasoning muscles, and deepening your understanding of the world around you. A good novel can take you to distant lands or different times. And a non-fiction book? It can challenge your beliefs, inspire new ideas, or open your eyes to a world you never even considered. If long books feel overwhelming, don't worry. Start with shorter pieces, newspapers, magazines, or even engaging blog posts. It's not about the volume of what you read, but the quality of it. Find material that sparks curiosity, pushes your thinking, or makes you see things from a fresh perspective. Every page is a little workout for your brain, keeping it agile and engaged. In addition to reading, countless mental games and exercises can help keep your mind sharp. Chess, Sudoku, crossword puzzles, logic riddles. All of these are fantastic tools for stimulating your brain. And let me tell you something, they're not just distractions. They're like gym sessions for your mind. Every puzzle you solve is strengthening your memory, honing your problem-solving skills, and sharpening your ability to think on your feet. There's something incredibly rewarding about cracking a tough riddle or finishing a crossword. When you achieve that, it fuels your drive to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep challenging yourself. Another wonderful way to stimulate your brain is by learning something new. It could be as simple as learning a few phrases in a new language. Imagine how fulfilling it would feel to order coffee in French or to chat with a neighbor in Spanish. Or maybe you want to try something hands-on, like cooking a gourmet dish, painting a landscape, or even knitting a scarf. The beauty of it is that trying something unfamiliar forces your brain to stretch, adapt, and forge new neural pathways. And you know what? Studies show that people who embrace new challenges throughout their lives tend to have better cognitive function as they age. So don't underestimate the power of a new skill. It can be a game changer for your brain. Don't forget the power of social connection either. Having meaningful conversations with friends, family, or even strangers is like a mental workout. When you listen to someone's story, engage in thoughtful debate, or ask insightful questions, your brain is processing, analyzing, and connecting ideas in new ways. Studies have shown that socially active people enjoy better brain health and have a lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those who isolate themselves. And I truly believe that the richness of human connection is one of life's greatest gifts. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If you're looking for something a bit quieter, consider incorporating meditation or mindfulness into your routine. These practices aren't just about relaxation. They can also enhance your focus, reduce mental clutter, and improve your memory retention. Even just 5 or 10 minutes a day spent breathing deeply, tuning into the present moment, or letting go of stress can do wonders for your brain. Over time, you'll notice improved concentration and a clearer sense of mental control. The best part of all this? You don't need to radically change your life to start. Small actions add up. Read a page of a book before bed. Tackle a quick Sudoku puzzle over breakfast. Try a new dinner recipe. Call a friend and ask about their day. Every little effort adds up, and every little action keeps your brain firing on all cylinders, setting you up for a life of confidence, independence, and fulfillment. So why wait? Take charge of your mental health now. Keeping your brain active isn't just about avoiding memory loss. It's about embracing a richer, more vibrant life. People who remain curious, who seek out new experiences and challenge themselves, carry a youthful spirit no matter how many candles are on their cake. A healthy mind opens doors to new adventures, strengthens relationships, and ensures that you can savor every precious moment of the life you've worked so hard to create. Your mind is your greatest asset. Treat it with care, and it will continue to serve you for years to come. Number 4. Do strength training. If you've already made strength training a part of your routine in your 70s, 80s, or even beyond, I want you to stop for a moment and truly appreciate yourself. You're not just doing another exercise. You're making one of the wisest, most life-affirming investments you can make in your health, your independence, and your overall quality of life. The act of staying strong and active, no matter what age you are, is a declaration of self-love, resilience, and defiance against the inevitable aging process that too many people simply accept as their fate. Unfortunately, there's this misguided perception that strength training is only for young gym-goers who are obsessed with six-pack abs or bulging biceps. People often think it's reserved for the young, the fit, or the athletic. But let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Strength training is a miracle worker, and it's something that holds extraordinary power for those of us who are getting older. It's not just about sculpting muscles. It's a vital lifeline to maintaining the things that truly matter. Your mobility, your balance, your bone health, and, most importantly, your freedom to live life on your terms. You see, as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass in a process called sarcopenia. This is why something as simple as lifting a grocery bag or climbing a flight of stairs can feel more taxing over time. But here's the truly empowering news. You don't have to accept this decline as some inevitable truth. You have the power to slow it down, halt it, or even reverse it. Regular strength training can keep your body strong, capable, and full of vitality for years to come. Imagine how liberating it feels to know that your body, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake, can still feel strong and vibrant. That's something worth fighting for. Let's talk about Mary for a moment. She's an 82-year-old grandmother from Colorado, and her story is one of profound inspiration. For years, she was active, gardening, walking her dog, and chasing after her grandkids. But as she entered her late 70s, something changed. Her strength started to fade, and simple tasks, like getting up from her favorite armchair, began to feel like monumental efforts. Carrying her watering can started to feel like a burden. She worried deeply that she might have to let go of those little joys, the ones that had given her life so much meaning. The thought of not being able to care for her garden or keep up with her grandkids brought tears to her eyes. But here's where things take a remarkable turn. A dear friend convinced her to try a senior fitness class that included light strength exercises. She was skeptical, of course, and almost wrote it off as something that wouldn't work for her. But she took a leap of faith, and she started with simple moves, lifting small hand weights, doing seated leg lifts, and using a chair for support as she practiced squats. The first few days were tough. Her muscles ached, and she felt a little awkward. But just 1 month later, Mary couldn't believe the transformation. She could stand up without struggling, carry her gardening tools effortlessly, and even chase after her grandkids with ease. It wasn't just that her muscles had gotten stronger, it was that her spirit had been rekindled. Her independence had been restored. And that's the magic of strength training. It doesn't just rebuild the body, it rebuilds the soul. Mary's story is proof that it's never too late to take control of your body and your life. Now, she's the one encouraging her friends to join her, showing them that strength training isn't something you do because you're young. It's something you do because you love life and want to stay in the driver's seat for as long as you can. You deserve that kind of power and freedom, no matter your age. The benefits of strength training are not only about building muscle. For example, it plays a crucial role in protecting your bones. As we age, bone density naturally decreases, which increases the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. But here's where strength training shines. Weight-bearing exercises, even the lightest dumbbell lifts or bodyweight squats, stimulate bone growth and make your bones stronger and more resilient. Stronger bones mean fewer fears of falls turning into dangerous injuries. Strong bones mean more stability and confidence in every step you take. Let's talk balance. As we get older, we all start to feel the natural effects of time, and balance becomes a bigger concern. Falling becomes a real fear. But strength training directly targets your core, legs, and glutes, the very muscles that keep you steady and secure. When these muscles are strong, you can walk with confidence, climb stairs without hesitation, and bend down to tie your shoes without even a second thought. It's not just about avoiding falls, it's about moving through life with ease, grace, and self-assurance. And above all, strength training is about independence. The freedom to continue doing the things that matter to you most. Carrying your shopping bags without help, opening stubborn jars with ease, getting in and out of the car on your own. Imagine the pride you'll feel when you realize you're still doing all of those things with a smile, without needing assistance. The beauty of strength training is that it's not just a physical activity, it's a mental one too. It's about resilience, determination, and the quiet pride that comes from knowing you're still capable of conquering whatever life throws at you. Strength training is also incredibly empowering mentally. Every rep you do is a victory. Every movement, no matter how small, is a step toward a life that is still vibrant, full of promise, and rich with possibility. You don't need fancy gym equipment or heavy barbells to get started. Some of the best exercises can be done right at home with minimal equipment. Try bodyweight squats to strengthen your legs and glutes, two muscle groups that make standing and walking feel smoother. For balance, hold onto a chair or counter for support, and gradually lower yourself into the squat. Grab a pair of light dumbbells, or even 2 water bottles, and do bicep curls or lateral raises to work your arms, helping you stay strong for lifting and reaching. And don't forget your core. A strong core is the foundation of a strong body, and planks are a perfect exercise for this. If a full plank feels too difficult, try a modified version on your knees or use a wall for a standing plank. Wall push-ups are also wonderful for strengthening your chest and arms, which helps make pushing and lifting easier. These simple exercises can make an enormous difference in how you feel and move each day. If you're just starting, or if you haven't exercised in a while, don't let that hold you back. Take it slow, and focus on good form rather than pushing yourself too hard. Maybe you'll begin with 5 squats a day or 10 lifts with your water bottles. That's perfectly fine. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself, it's to build strength safely and steadily. Your body is incredibly capable. It can adapt and grow stronger at any age. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day of strength training can improve your posture, enhance your movement, and make you feel more energized and empowered. If you have health concerns like arthritis or heart conditions, consult your doctor before starting any new exercise regimen. But know that strength training is for everyone. Your body can be just as strong as you believe it can be. Every session is an investment in yourself, in your future, and in your right to live life on your terms. Age is not a barrier. It's a reason to start. So why not take that first step today? Stand up, try a few simple exercises, and begin building a stronger, more vibrant version of yourself. You deserve it. Number 5, keep your social ties strong. As we age, one of the most underestimated yet profoundly impactful elements of living a fulfilling life is the effort we make to nurture and preserve our social ties. These connections, whether with family, friends, or even neighbors, become more than just casual relationships. They serve as lifelines that sustain our mental, emotional, and physical health, acting as pillars of support during the inevitable challenges life throws our way. It's something we can never underestimate, especially as we journey into the later stages of life. The importance of staying socially engaged grows exponentially, becoming a cornerstone of overall well-being that directly influences how we feel, how we function, and how we experience the world around us. The toll that loneliness takes as we get older is undeniable and often, heartbreakingly, becomes a quiet yet heavy presence in the lives of many. It creeps in, unseen at first, and slowly robs us of our joy, our strength, and even our health. Research after research has shown just how dangerous prolonged social isolation can be. It's not just an emotional state. It has tangible, scientifically proven effects on our bodies. Loneliness can take a toll comparable to smoking or chronic disease, like heart disease or diabetes. The physical and mental damage is real, and it's something we can't afford to ignore. Beyond its emotional grip, isolation erodes resilience in truly alarming ways. It feeds into anxiety, depression, and chronic stress, trapping individuals in a cycle that feels impossible to break. The loss of vitality is almost inevitable. And it's in this context that the value of keeping our relationships close, family, friends, neighbors, and broader community, becomes not just important but essential. It's no longer about simply keeping ourselves occupied. It's about fostering genuine connections that nourish our spirit and provide the kind of emotional support that makes all the difference. These connections act as buffers against the harsh winds of life, offering comfort during times of difficulty and amplifying joy in moments of celebration. I've seen this in my own life and the lives of others. Let me share a story that is both heartbreaking and, in the end, uplifting. Mary, an 82-year-old widow, found herself living alone after her beloved husband passed away. The loss was so profound, so deeply felt, that it felt like her entire world had shrunk to a small, quiet space, where there was no laughter, no shared conversations, and no comforting touch. Days and months passed, and Mary found herself drifting further into isolation. It was a slow, painful process. She went from being a vibrant participant in the world to simply observing it from her quiet home, feeling more and more disconnected from the world. But then, something remarkable happened. One crisp afternoon, Mary was sitting alone in her familiar rocking chair on the front porch when she heard the sound of laughter. Light-hearted, joyful laughter drifting from a small gathering of neighbors. For a moment, she felt a pang in her heart, unsure if she still had a place in the world beyond her front door. But then, an act of kindness reached out to her. One of the women from the group noticed her sitting there and waved warmly, inviting Mary over. That moment, that simple gesture, changed everything. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. What began as a quiet invitation turned into something so much more. Mary's connection to the world around her was reignited, piece by piece. She started to engage, to show up for life again. She joined a local book club, where lively discussions revived her love for reading. She began volunteering at a community center, finding purpose in helping others. To her surprise, she even took up dancing with a group of new friends who welcomed her with open arms. The loneliness that once weighed so heavily on her heart began to lift. She was no longer just an observer. She was a vibrant participant in life once more. And with that came a new energy, a new vitality that she hadn't felt in years. Mary's story is one of transformation, and it's a vivid reminder of the immense power that social connections have in reshaping our lives. When we make the effort to stay in touch with loved ones, rekindle old friendships, or forge new relationships, we're not just passing the time. We're building a powerful support system that strengthens us mentally, emotionally, and physically. These connections can reverse the effects of loneliness, lifting us when we need it the most. Humans are social beings by nature. It's in our DNA to crave meaningful interaction. It's what keeps us feeling alive, engaged, and connected to the world around us. Engaging in social activities, whether it's joining a neighborhood gardening club, volunteering for a cause that matters to you, or simply sitting down for a warm chat with a friend, does more than just create memories. It keeps your mind sharp, your heart open, and your spirit lifted. Even the simplest conversations can instill a sense of purpose, combat loneliness, and foster a brighter outlook on life. What's even more incredible is that the benefits of staying socially engaged go far beyond just mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that older adults with strong social connections live longer, healthier lives. Research from the University of California has revealed that older adults who maintain robust social networks are up to 50% more likely to live longer than their isolated peers. This is not a coincidence. Social connection adds years to your life. It's also important to remember that staying connected isn't just about physical, in-person encounters, though those are invaluable. In today's world, even the smallest gestures, picking up the phone to call a friend, writing a letter to a distant family member, or joining an online community centered around a shared passion, are ways to stay tethered to the social fabric that sustains us. These acts may seem small, but their impact is profound. The key is to be proactive, to seek out and maintain these ties, rather than allow ourselves to fall into the shadows of isolation. It's about planning the time, making the effort, and showing up for each other, not just when it's convenient, but when it's needed most. A lunch date with an old friend, a family game night, or attending a local event doesn't just create fleeting moments of joy. It stimulates the brain, strengthens mental clarity, and infuses each day with positive energy. Take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you reached out to someone you care about, just to hear their voice? Do you make a regular habit of engaging in activities that bring you joy and connection? Life isn't only defined by what's in the past. It's about the experiences we continue to build each day. Every small step, every effort you make to connect, enriches your existence and creates an ongoing, beautiful narrative. When you engage with the world around you, you're not just enriching your own life, you're uplifting the lives of others. A wave to a neighbor, a smile to a stranger, a deep conversation with a loved one, they all create ripples of positivity that spread far beyond what you might imagine. And in the end, it's not just about forging new relationships, but also about tending to the ones you already hold dear. By nurturing those bonds, you ensure that your social network remains a constant source of strength, joy, and comfort. In this way, by staying connected, you invest not only in your well-being but in the well-being of the community around you. It's a beautiful, reciprocal process, one that fosters a sense of belonging, and ultimately, one that transforms lives, yours and others, for the better. As we come to the end of today's video, I want to leave you with this thought. Staying connected with others, nurturing those bonds, and fostering relationships is not just a recommendation for healthy aging. It's a vital cornerstone for living a full and vibrant life. The impact that social ties have on our mental, emotional, and physical health is truly profound, and I hope this message resonates with you. So, what have you learned today? What is one thing that stood out to you and that you're going to make a conscious effort to bring into your daily life? I would love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts and the one action you plan to take in the comments below this video. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave your comment, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with those who might benefit from it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on future videos that can help you live a healthier, more connected, and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.